Hey guys, I'm the Burke and I do things. And in today's video, I'm going to go over my recap of my April Shop My Stash and show you guys what I'm bringing into my May Shop My Stash. Was able to finish up, I think, 4 things in my Shop My Stash this month. There definitely were a couple things that I was surprised I didn't finish up. So we can talk about my experiences with everything and talk about why I'm bringing in what I'm bringing in. So if that is something that interests you guys, then keep on watching. Let's go. All right, starting with April, the primer I brought in is the Charlotte Tilbury Wonder Glow Primer. I was successfully able to finish this one up. This was a free promo that I was able to redeem from Sephora a while back, and I think it's nice. I understand why people like it. It reminds me a lot of the Backlight Priming Filter and different dupes along that line. So this isn't something from Charlotte Tilbury that I feel like I desire. I think there are a lot of products from her line that definitely do interest me. This one just doesn't make very high on that list. I did bring 2 foundations in. The first is the Laura Mercier Flawless Fusion Ultra Long Wear Foundation. I do have this little tiny promo that I did redeem from Sephora a while back, and I didn't enjoy it the first time I ever used it. So I never really reached for it again, and I decided to use this month to see if I still don't like it, and the honest opinion is I don't. And when I first got this, I was very much into sheer foundations. It was really before my skin started having so many problems, and I thought now that I prefer something with a little bit more coverage, maybe I would enjoy it. And the answer is still no. I really do not like the consistency of this product. It is very thick, and I don't like when the foundation I'm wearing that has coverage appears really thick in coverage. I prefer something that is lightweight with more coverage. So I am glad that I am able to remove this from my collection for sure. Another foundation I did bring in was the Flower Beauty Light Illusion Foundation. This was one of my favorites back when I did prefer something a little bit more lightweight and lighter coverage. I do not like how this looks on my skin right now on its own. However, I did enjoy mixing it with more of a matte full coverage foundation. I feel like the combination of the more luminous dewy with the full coverage matte really did make a nice combination. So I did enjoy using it for that purpose this month. The concealer I had was the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define Concealer. This I was able to fully use up. I have gone through about 3-4 of these in my time. These are very tiny sizes, 0.14 ounce. I know they make a larger size since I've purchased this one. I don't think I'm going to repurchase it. There are a lot more hydrating concealers that I'm enjoying these days, but I do actually think this is a good concealer. It's just not one that I feel like right now I need to repurchase. So a product I was very surprised I was not able to finish up was this little tiny Marc Jacobs Coconut Setting Powder. I mean, it's so tiny, and I basically think I used it almost every day this month, and I still did not use it up. I have come to find that I really do not enjoy this powder. I will try my hardest to get through the rest of this. However, the shade on this is very dark, and every time I would use it, it would really darken up my under eyes. It would leave a very visible, like, consistency, and it just was not an enjoyable product for me to use. I'm very glad I only have this teeny tiny little sample of it, and I am kind of happy that I can go a little bit right now without reaching for it and play with something different. The other powder I had in my Shop My Stash is the Maybelline Superstay Full Coverage Powder Foundation. I don't mind this, but to me, it's more of a finishing powder than a powder foundation. When it calls itself a full coverage powder, I have full coverage powders, like the JCat Aqua Charms powder is like probably my most go-to product in that realm at this moment, and I do not think that this has that same capability. There is quite, I don't think you're gonna be able to say, but there's quite a dent in the middle of this. I wouldn't be surprised if this is a product that at some point this year I do hit pan on, but this is one of those products where I definitely will be able to fully finish it up. I do find face powders easy to pan. However, it's not one I will be repurchasing. So I decided to bring a eyeshadow primer into this month's Shop My Stash, and I really enjoyed having it. I honestly don't own many eyeshadow primers, so actually this one I'm going to roll forward into May, because right now I am testing out a CoverGirl eyeshadow primer that I feel like is very similar to this, and I would like to keep testing them each on one eye for a few more weeks. So I'm actually going to keep this one in, since the only other primer I have is the MAC Paint Pot, and I think that the CoverGirl consistency is a lot more similar to this, so this one will be staying with us. So for my brows, I brought in the Huda Beauty Brow Pencil. I did receive this in an Ipsy Glam Bag Plus, and I do really like this one. It's a little bit pricey. It's not one I would pay full price forever, and I really thought we were gonna fully get through this one this month, but I will say I still have, let's see. Yeah, I still have a decent amount left. Like, yeah, there's a lot in here. So I was surprised. I thought maybe I would get through this month, but I did not. So still have a lot more than that. For brow gel, I did have the NYX Control Freak Brow Gel. This is not a favorite of mine. I just wanted to bring it in to get a little bit more use out of it, but it's definitely not a favorite. So I'm looking forward to getting a break from it for a little. I did bring 2 eyeliners in. The first one is from Makeup Geek, and this is their brown eyeliner. I like this, but I don't love it as much as I once did. I think the formula has dried out a little bit since I first got it, which is a little sad, but I still will use it up. I think it's a fine eyeliner, but it's not an all-time fave anymore. And then I also had this Colourpop Creme Gel Eyeliner in the shade Besto. It's kind of like a burgundy-ish color. I like it, but sometimes it can be a little bit too red toned, and I don't always like to have that in my waterline because I feel like it can come off a little bit more sickly. So I have to be careful when I use this one, but I do like the formula of it. All right, let's do like bronzers and blushes and stuff. So the cream bronzer I did have in this month was the AOA Sculpt Fix Contour Stick in the shade Fawn. This is from AOA, and I actually made a very good dent in it. It was a lot taller at the beginning of the month. I do enjoy using it. It's not an all-time favorite product of mine. I would like to fully be able to use it up because I think it's good enough to get the full use out of, but it's not something I would see myself repurchasing. I had a bronzing powder. This is the Gigi Gorgeous powder that they did in collaboration with Ipsy, and I really went in on this month. I use this so much and I enjoy using it a lot. I feel like I'm starting to see like a little bit of the shape of the pan in here, which is kind of surprising since it is one that I feel like I haven't used a lot. But this past month, I very much enjoyed reaching for this product, and I'm really glad that when I got this in Ipsy, it was like one of my choices I had that month, and I'm glad that I picked it out. I did have the Ofra Start Inspired highlighter in my Shop My Stash this month because I have been testing out the Samantha March collab, and I wanted to have this in combination while I was testing out that collab. I really do enjoy this highlighter. I think it's a beautiful highlighter. I already had loved Star Island before this product came out, and it finally introduced me to Pillow Talk, which I also really enjoy now, so I'm a big fan. I also had another Ofra product in. This is their Madison Miller palette. My favorite product in this palette has always been the blush. It was the first Ofra blush I ever tried and really fell in love with. I really do like mixing the highlighters together. I think it's a great product. I'm glad to have this as well, and I think this came in one of my Ipsy bags. So for eyeshadow, I always pick 3 palettes and 3 singles. So the first palette I chose was the Nubian from Juvia's, and I have the mini one that came in an Allure Beauty box. I don't love this. I will say I really do like this first shimmer here. I think it's really beautiful. But overall, a lot of these tones are a lot warmer than I really love, so it has not really made it into a favorite category for me. I brought in the Sweet Talk palette, which I used a ton this month. I really do enjoy this palette. It is one of my all-time favorite palettes that I own. It's just great. And then I also brought in the Carity Rose All Day palette because I never reach for it because pinks really scare me. And I did a pink eye look, and I think that got like one of my most liked Instagram posts that I've ever made. Is when I did like a really full-on pink look with this, and it really made me happy. I really did enjoy reaching for this month, and I'm really happy to have it. It's my first ever and only Carity product, so I'm glad that it did a good job. Okay, the 3 singles I had. The first is Rose Gold, and it's a cream eyeshadow from Ulta Beauty. I really did enjoy using this month. It's a little bit dried up because it's not the newest thing, but if you kind of just use it on the, I mean, it's like a really pretty one and done shadow. I was able to make like just single eyeshadow looks with it. I also had this Catrice eyeshadow in the shade Chocolate Cake by the Ocean. Another one that's really good for single shadow looks. Right there. And then probably the least reached for this month was this one. This is the Urban Decay Heavy Metal Glitter Liner in Midnight Cowboy. It's probably one of my favorite glitters that I own. I just didn't find myself using it too much this month. I just haven't been in a very glittery mood personally. I did bring 1 setting spray in, which I was able to fully finish up. So this was the 4th item. This is the Essence Keep It Perfect Fixing Spray. I'm not really crazy about it. I don't really like the finish it gives, so I'm glad that I was able to fully use it up, but I will not be repurchasing. I have 5 lip products. The first is Persona's Flamingo, and it is just like a very, very pink matte liquid lipstick. I'm a big fan of this formula. I really like this shade. This is actually what I'm wearing on my lips right now. This is the Nars Velvet Matte Lip Pencil in the shade Intriguing. I really like this formula. I think it's really easy. You can just kind of draw it on really quick and be good to go. I had the Colourpop So Juicy Plumping Gloss. I really do like this formula. I only own one of them, but since trying the So Luxe glosses, those have easily surpassed as my favorite lip product formula in all from Colourpop. So this one kind of went down on the scale. I do like it still, but it's not one that I would ever get another color of because I like the Luxe formula so much more. This, I never reached for this month. I'm really upset, but I never really felt like I had an occasion to wear this shade of lip stain. all month, but this is the Deuce Luscious Lip Stain in the shade Passion Peach. I wish I had had an excuse to wear it, but I never really felt like anything I was wearing really went with this color story, so unfortunately this one never got worn this month. I had the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte Gloss in the shade Bare Attraction. I love this. It's one of my all-time favorite drugstore liquid lipsticks. I've had this for quite some time, and it's just like one of those go-to lip formulas for me. And then the last product in my April Shop My Stash was the Tarte Busy Gal Gloss. I do really like this. I like this formula better than the Colourpop kind of squeezy tube formula. It's a little less tacky. But yeah, now we can jump into May, and I will insert footage of me choosing from each drawer. I try my best to get the best footage. It's not always, you know, A+ quality, but I try what I try. So for primer this month, I'm bringing in the Tarte Double Duty Beauty Base Tape Primer. I really do like this. It's very hydrating. It reminds me a lot of the Smashbox Primerizer, and I'm looking forward to using this month because I do like hydrating primers. For foundation, I'm bringing in the Soap & Glory Kick-Ass All Day Wear Foundation. I did hear this is being discontinued, which is very upsetting, but I really do like this product a lot. I'm already halfway through, and I think I just got this over the summer, so I really have made a dent in this, and I'm excited to use it this month. After not having like a favorite foundation in my Shop My Stash for a while, I really wanted to bring in one that I just know I absolutely love to wear, so I decided to pick this one. For concealer, I wanted to pick one that I know it's like really close to being done, and for me that's my Flower Beauty concealer. I really do like this product, and I know it's like it's down there, like I already have removed the stopper, so I think I can definitely easily be able to finish this one up this month. I have two face powders here. The first one is from Beauty Bakery, and this is their flower powder, and I just have this in the shade Translucent. I really do like this powder, and I haven't reached for it in a while, so I'll be enjoying it this month. And then for a pressed powder, I decided to bring in the IT Cosmetics Bye Redness. This is probably one of my oldest pressed powders, and I mean, I've hit pan in it, so I want to see how much bigger I can make that pan this month. For a brow pencil, I have the Goof Proof. I have like a little trial size of it in the shade 3.5, which is what I like in Precisely My Brow, and let's see how much product, like there's a decent amount of product in here. That's how much product is left in here, so I'm not sure if I can fully finish that up this month, but it's not a favorite like brow style shape pencil for me, so I really would like to see if I could finish it up. And then for brow gel, I decided to bring in my favorite because I miss it, and that's my Anasazi Beverly Hills Clear Brow Gel, so I'm looking forward to using that. So for a black eyeliner this month, I decided to bring in this Lord & Berry black eyeliner. It needs to be sharpened, but I think I got this in maybe an advent calendar. I can't really remember, but I just want to try it out this month. I don't really remember what I think of it. And then for colorful eyeliner, I brought in this LA Girl Glide On Gel Pencil in the shade Paradise Purple. So it's like a purple eyeliner I'll be using this month. That also needs to be sharpened. And then since I have been wearing a lot more liquid eyeliner on my outer corner, I decided to bring in one I haven't used in a while to test it out. And this is the liquid eyeliner from the brand ASOS. It's just like their in-brand eyeliner, so I'm gonna try that out. Okay, for face products, I decided to pick 3 different creams because I've been reaching for creams a lot. So for contour, I have the Anastasia contour stick in the shade Mink. I don't remember loving it, but it's like a trial size, and like that's all that's in the trial size. I would love to see how far I can get that down this month. And then for a blush hybrid, I have this Milk Makeup. I just even have a name on it. I don't know. It's like it was part of their like holographic collection, but it's like a pink shade. So I like to use it as like a highlight blush hybrid. So I really am looking forward to using that. And I also have just like a regular, oh, I forgot. For some reason, when I was organizing everything, I thought this was a highlighter, but this is my Milk Makeup stick foundation. I wanted to see if I could use this up this month. Great job. This is not a cream highlight. Okay, yeah, I forgot I wanted to bring this in. I'm so prepared all the time. Okay, so this actually made it into my disappointing products video a couple months ago. I did not enjoy this, so I want to see if I can try mixing it with other foundations this month to see if I can use it up. We are on our A game today, kids. A game. For a highlighter this month, I'm bringing in the Ofra Everglow highlighter. I really have not reached for this a lot lately, especially since I discovered Star Island early last year. I feel like this one kind of got forgotten about. I really do like this shade, and I feel like I never get to reach into those 2 shades, so I'd like to play with this a bunch this month. And then for a blush, I have this MAC Mineralized Blush in the shade Cosmic Force. I got this in a BoxyCharm a couple years ago, and I really like it. It's a very, very neutral shade, but I really do enjoy using it. And then I decided to bring in a contouring palette. And does anyone remember this? This is probably my oldest face palette I own. And I really stopped reaching for it maybe like a year and a half ago. And I want to see if it still works, if I still like it. I mean, this shade down here has quite a dip in it. I don't know if you're going to be able to tell. But yeah, decided to finally bring it out of the dead. And then I have, again, 3 eyeshadow palettes and 3 single highlights. First eyeshadow palette is Dream St from Colourpop. I was really sad to hear that they are discontinuing this, or that it's been discontinued actually, because this is my favorite Colourpop palette ever. I just love this palette so much. I have this eyeshadow here is the eyeshadow I am closest to hitting pan on in my entire collection, so that says a lot. And then I wanted to bring in the Huda Beauty Mauve Obsessions palette. I want to start reaching for purples more, and I felt like this was a good introduction to purple palette for beginners like me. And then I also, because of springiness, I wanted to bring in the Laura Lee Los Angeles Beauty Petunia palette. I have to be careful because one of them is like kind of broken, this one up here, but this is just like one of my best performing neutral palettes, and I thought it was like perfect shades for springtime, so I'm excited for that. 3 singles. So the first I decided to bring in is a shadow stick, and this is from the Ulta Beauty brand, and this is their eye color stick in the shade Champagne, so I thought that would be really pretty. I also have the Tarte Chrome Paint in the shade Park Avenue Princess. It's really pretty and shiny. And then I have a Colourpop Super Shock Shadow in the shade Ritz. For a setting spray, I brought in the Flower Beauty Seal the Deal spray. This one's fine. It's pretty full, so I want to see how much of a dent I can make. And then I picked 6 lip products. So the first one here is a Colourpop Ultra Blotted Lip in the shade Doozy. I really do like the Ultra Blotted Lip formula, so I'm excited for that. Next, I have a Buxom Full-On Lip Plumping Cream in the shade Bellini. Excited for that one. Next, I have the Fenty Gloss Bomb in Fenty Glow. This is not one of my all-time favorite formulas because I don't like the smell, and I know that's an unpopular opinion, so I'm going to use this though this month. Next, I have a lip gloss from Becca in the shade Taupe. This I got in a BoxyCharm, and I never really got on with it, but because it's a little bit deeper than I typically wear, so I'd like to see how I can make it work. I have a Nars Power Matte Lip Pigment in the shade American Woman. I really do like this product a lot. And then finally, I have a Bite lipstick in the shade Pepper. My first hamster's name was Pepper, fun fact. So now I will do an overview of everything in my stash and how I store it. Let me know in the comments what you guys think of this Shop My Stash. Or whatever else you want me to know. Just let me know in the comments, and as usual, thanks for stopping by my channel. If you're new here, click the subscribe button and ring that bell for notifications. I have my Twitter and my Instagram down below. Give them a follow, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye guys!